Hey everyone, this is Tankenstein coming to you live and direct from the middle of nowhere, the center of everywhere, to bring to you today a thorough explanation as to what the historical campaigns are in War Thunder and why you should consider purchasing them. Before I begin, please remember to subscribe to my channel as it all means a ton to me. This said, I'll offer a brief overview of the historical campaigns to start, and then I'll get into a little bit more in depth as to really what they're all about. Now keep in mind to watch the gameplay in the background, as it is all realistic difficulty gameplay from the Japanese historical campaign, albeit with unlimited fuel and ammo, and you might see why as the gameplay kind of rolls on. So that being said, let's begin. The historical campaigns in War Thunder are ready-made mission packs sold by Gaijin for you to play the game in single player with objectives based around historical battles, such as Pearl Harbor or the Battle of Midway. They allow you to fly in the sorties that you've only read about in books. Presently, there are only 2 available historical campaigns officially sold by Gaijin, and they both include a plane from the nation in which they are based around, 850 Golden Eagles, a week of premium playing time, and, of course, the campaign itself. Currently, there are no naval or tank campaigns, and there haven't been any campaigns at all added in several years, unfortunately. But one can only hope that these are coming in the future, hopefully the near future, as they are just really awesome experiences in this game. This said, let's get into some of the details of what you can expect in historical campaigns. Keep in mind that these details are universal across both the US and Japanese campaigns, as they are essentially the same concept, just with different playable planes and different mission objectives. This all being said, typically campaign really does most of the work for you. Essentially what I mean is that it will place you at or close to the objective in all or most missions, meaning that flying to and from objectives really just takes no longer than a minute or so in any given mission. Additionally, missions have fairly inconsistent subsection timing, as in the total mission length can really be anywhere between about 10 and 20 minutes typically, but each subsection of those missions can be anywhere between about 2 and 10 minutes. Oftentimes these missions can get hung up on a simple task that the game almost arbitrarily deems you to have not completed. The first few missions, typically in both campaigns, are essentially just tutorials and are fairly easy. You will not face much resistance against enemy fighters, and really you should be able to conquer them with relative ease, regardless of the difficulty that you play on, even if you are not used to the game and if you're a newcomer to it. The intro videos to the major subsections of the story are good and lay out the context for the battles in which you will be partaking. The in-game videos, however, can be a bit choppy, as they use in-game cinematics rather than the archival footage used for the major campaign videos. The campaigns are a great way of getting used to the game, with a great historical background as well. In a way, they're almost kind of like big tutorials and will help you hone your skill in whatever difficulty you choose to play, be it arcade, realistic, or even simulator, far from the stresses of having overly skilled opponents kill you right as you spawn. This said, for all the deficiencies of the endgame historical campaigns, they're great tools to keep this game fresh and to keep you sharp. On top of this, they are typically bundled with planes, Golden Eagles, and premium time. In addition, the historical campaigns don't necessarily feel authentic because of their execution, but rather they feel authentic because of the platform on which they run. It feels more real than a battlefield dogfight or obviously World of Warplanes. This is immediately evident when you're flying a Japanese Zero and you're trailing an F4F Wildcat, both knowing that he can't escape your sights. For this reason alone, it feels extremely immersive, almost to the point that I would recommend you play this almost in a cinematic way, with the lights off and on a large screen as though it were a movie. And though this is certainly not as pretty as a movie, the action feels about as palpable as you can get from such an inexpensive pack. This said, if this campaign was sold for $10 as standalone DLC for any other game, I don't know if it'd be worth it. But for all you get, as well as the fact that War Thunder does a great job at simulating flight with their largely excellent flight models, I'd say it's well worth the price, especially if you can secure a discount. The historical campaigns offer an experience far from the chaos and frustration of the multiplayer of War Thunder and allow you to sink in deep with the battles that you've only read about in books or seen in documentaries and movies. One can only hope that they continue to make more campaign packs and make them even better than the aerial campaigns currently available. Can you imagine a polished US tank campaign from War Thunder where you're led by General George Patton himself and have to get to the Battle of the Bulge before it's too late? Or where you're either the British or the Germans and are participating in the battle surrounding the German battleship Bismarck? Maybe you're one of the first allies to encounter the ME-262 and shocked to have to fight something which seems to be as fast as a speeding bullet and it's tearing apart all of your bombers. The possibilities are endless, and I feel that War Thunder has come far enough, especially in terms of graphics, gameplay, and vehicles, that any of these are distinct possibilities, and given the current tools present in the game, likely would not be all too difficult to create. This all said, this is Tankenstein signing out for today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as it all means very, very much to me. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you all have a great day, a great night, or a great whatever it is you're doing. Take care, everyone, and see you all later.